Alright, I'm done. So let's get this ready to roll. PC games right there. There we go. Alright. Waiting on the new character to come out. Nice, nice. Okay, let's just go park this somewhere over here. And, you know, Zeph, if you want to talk about no life. We can show no life. I think this character right now has more. This character has more on it than any of my other ones. Outside of like weaponry, like this is where everything's at. This character, I spent way too much money moving all of it to one. Again, I don't have your glasses on. Yeah, we got Master 7 Gathering, Guru 33, Processing, Guru 2 Fishing, Master 5 Hunting, Guru 37 Cooking, Master 7 Alchemy, Artisan 4 Trading, Master 17 Trading, Artisan 8 Farming, Skilled 5 Gathering, and I hadn't done bartering yet. Oh yeah, I know. I figured you were. Alright, so let's head over here to the Schola. What I heard is it's pretty bothering. It's pretty tiresome. Of what about? What about? What do you mean? I'm trying to get context here. My brain's not firing 100% yet. I'm trying to catch up. Classic. That's the word I was looking for. Outfit. Classic outfit. Tamer, Valkyrie, Witch, Kuno, Striker, Mystic, Lawn, Guardian, Nova, Dracania, Scholar. Okay, so the one that sells for money. Oh, that's nostalgic, classic. I see. That's why it sells for bills. So if I really wanted her to have an outfit, I could. I don't really care. All right. So let's see here. We're 58. Hold on. What is this? All right, I can ignore that for now. Because that campaign is bull. All right. What is the AP of? $210 for the jail. All right, hold on. We're gonna go on a little adventure here. Because why? Because we can. So I changed off the Pegasus to the Unicorn, so that we could have better desert travel. Because a lot of the stuff that's most beneficial without going into Kamasilv is out here in the desert. And it more aligns with what we're trying to do. So, so we're gonna go all the way to the jail first. And because we have the power of the unicorn, this takes absolutely no time to get there. Going across the desert used to take quite a while. Now it's literally a joke. Even on a camel, I couldn't do it this fast. Now, I've always said, and it's been me, and there's been a few others, oh, hey, a Layton. Too bad I'm not on my main character. I'd kill that thing. I think they messed up when they designed the unicorn. The unicorn could have done something else. That I think the Doom horse, so the fiery horse, should have been the one to do this. Because, think about it. You're literally turning the sand to glass. Because it's theoretically, let's say, like, lore-wise of how it runs. So, by turning it to glass, you would think you'd be able to run across this, but no. They opted for the Oop, I need to pop up that other chat. Especially we'll fight out there with it. Yeah, exactly. This is where the tutorial used to be. It's in its own instance, technically. It's not actually out here. And no, you saw none of that. I saw nothing of it. Alright, so the jail's second entrance is back over in here somewhere. I just need to find where it is. Alright. So let's see how well this does. Let's get some density real quick and... Alright, I need an actual, like, pack. I can't judge any of this. That's 3%, so 3-1. And I'm not like buffed up either, so it's like I'm just trying to see them. That's because this is technically where I need to be. Three, four. I mean, I'm not clearing them slow by any means. But it's not my Valk who literally one-taps them. So do we want to do this here just to have the quality of it? Because, like, some of these guys are actually kind of tanky. All right. All right, so we got 4% in just that little. We got up to that, so we gained like 1% basically in a couple packs. I wonder if I go somewhere. No, this is stupid, but when I first started playing the game, the original had store-bought all equipment from the auction house. Oh, you mean you bought it all off of the central market? I mean, that's fine. That's how most people get it, is through here. I don't know too many people who go out and actually grind for that crap anymore. So I'm missing a lot from this. I think I can guarantee this to try, so let me just go ahead and bump this up some. Yeah. And then... do this. There we go. That'll help out with damage. Let me check to see if I've done everything here that I need to do. Nope, that needs to go up. That'll help out. Learn skills where we can. Because this is a lot of damage. This makes up a lot of where your key damage is. No. No, not at all. It kind of made sense that they released her with her awakening. She is now the second class to have done this. Yeah, that kind of helps. guess let me go back in real quick. Played every class, the ones, you know, like Witch, Striker, Ranger, Nova. See, Ranger is my OG, is literally called my ex-girlfriend for a reason. I have spent more time going back and forth to Ranger than I have any other class. Because it was my most deadly one. Valk was my most popular one. That's the one everybody knew me for, was my Valk. I wonder if I was to run a pot in here, would that do? You know, if we end up just grinding for fun, you know, could... You remember me by my wizard, but that's for other reasons? Yeah. Well, to be fair, the wizard and the Dark Knight were like two of my... I was playing Dark Knight as... because I had rolled off of it finally. Wizard made sense, Wizard made sense for the guild because of being a GM and being in the center of the fights for Node War. I was the guy who came in and cleaned things up. She was my tank, I was the damage. We would have, and when I mean me and Aaron would struggle cuddle for, we would struggle cuddle for about 45 minutes without yielding, either one of us, and not getting, neither one of us becoming victorious. This was, definitely, took basically one of us messing up, or for me to finally just catch her with her cooldowns at the wrong spot, and then I just blow her up. Hexity coming back to the Plot Hunters for 10 months. Thank you so much, Hexity, for the continued support. You're a real one, man. Give me just a second to find somewhere not deadly around here, and I shall do shoutouts and stuff. Well, I mean, since y'all are here, let me get this. And before I get a map piece, I'm gonna laugh as I'm trying to run out. I mean, she claps when she hits. See, I don't like that I can't control some of these movements. Oh, jeez, come on. And in tight spaces like this is, Alright, let me get out somewhere safe. Because I can't do anything in here. I will die. Not that dying in here means anything for me. No. There's more stories of Aaron coming up to the show late, and then everybody running as soon as she came into the fight. All right. Let's see here. Let's do this first. Let's also give a massive shout out Hexity. Let's do that first. Make sure to go give Hexity some support. One of a wonderful friend of the stream. And then also I wanted to get the plots in chat for you. Thank you so much for, again, the 10 months, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, but there's all sorts of war stories. Many of them involve me and Aaron being quite a formidable duo of saving the, saving the guild from many an issue. Many an issue. Somebody's taking my spot. Somebody's griefing my spot. And we show up, and the party goes on, and things die, and yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Put that in there. Oh hey, I'm actually got hyperthermia. So, here. I shall give you a quick thing of how this went down. Here he is. I shall RP the moment. And you can quite understand how this goes down. It's a very magical moment. Quite infuriating to some, too. Alright, let me make sure that, bruh. Alright, I'm cheaper to buy one of these. That's funny. Okay. So. Here. Open market. Pull that out. Okay. So. How this would go down would be. We have a unsuspecting person right here. Aaron would go in and CC them. I would then... Let's make sure I have skills learned. Which I don't. Excuse while we learn all the skills back on here because they had uninstalled them at some point. Okay, so this was a very easy process. We have, get back out here. Okay, so we'd have Fire Buddy here, and we have unsuspecting victim that needs to evacuate the premise. Typically, what would happen is Aaron would come in from one direction, I'd come in from the other, I would do this, and then I'd do this, and that person proceeds to die. If it was a tanky class, you know, those really annoying ones, the ones that you're just like, I hate life, you would proceed to do something as such as this, this, and death. And then if they didn't die, Aqua Jail and everything else inside that is dead. But yes. The good old days of Wiztard.
Who ordered all this fucking anime,
So,
kitty?
yep, if they didn't die, Aaron knocks them back over, I do this, and we keep detonating people until, they did. Now I've got all sorts of other instant cast abilities and things that we could, you know, ensure that things die, but, at the time, yeah, no, we were a very fearsome combo to have, on a battlefield. So, let the good times roll. Because, see, Aaron built full tank, and I mean full tank. It was quite annoying to deal with. Yeah, they're not the... I'll be real, everything after Dark Knight, except for Mystic, was kind of... meh. Like, once you really got past Mystic, it was not that great. Alright, we're gonna go test Fogan's out. You know, I think I can just sit here and do this. Hold on. Because I need to respond to this. Hello there, how's it going? Alright, so that's been responded to. Alright. Doing good. Just got that 32 gigabyte upgrade into my PC. Feels like a nice. That's amazing. I just bought my Doom when, before they started giving them out. I bought the Doom and the Unicorn. Those were great times. Now, you want to talk about a hellish war zone? The amount of blood I have spilt inside of this area right here that I'm running around right now, I have sent more people to jail and killed more players in this area of Fogans. Oh, man. All over. He took my spot! And then occasionally Lazio just coming out and like giga dunking somebody just cuz. Actually, let's just go down here. Lazio would be like up here lurking on this thing and just come in on his Zerker and be like, suplex, giga smash, dead unit, dead player, and it's like, he's like, I'm just here for the PvP. I don't care what the politics of it are. I'm like, you masochist. Oh, that's great. All right. Same. Like, I'm just here to smash. Is my horse still getting attacked back there? No. Yeah, you always had to come in gillied up, to be fair. But as soon as your name started showing up, Lucairn, and you're like, oh shit, it's going down. The Mystic is here. Uh, 9-4. Nine 7. I wonder with Marnie Stones, could I do 60 pretty quick here? You know what? I'm gonna go get a couple Marnie Stones. And you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Because it's gonna be a year before they release another class. Let's do this. Storage. Let's just go ahead and pop some slots so that we have some space, because we're gonna get a bunch of we're gonna get a bunch of scrolls doing this. So let me go back to Node. Scholar, what are you looking to do? Are you gonna do the seasonal thing? Have you done a seasonal character yet? And the bigger question is, have you... You only do regular characters. You need to do a seasonal character. You need to do a seasonal character right now. Because you're going to get a free Black Star weapon from it. So for you, probably Black Star Awakening. Not going to lie. Depending on what you're playing. Like, you're going to want a Black Star Awakening or a Black Star main hand weapon. All you have to do is hit 61... and beat one of the main quest lines. I'll get the thing here in just a second. Seasonal is a little confusing at times, but we can walk you through it. It's not as crazy as it seems. Yeet! Wrong way. What's up, Wacky? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Alright, we want... Desert Fogans. We'll buy 5 at a time. That's a lot of... Oh, that's a lot of beef right there. Go ahead and get rid of those, because this is everything. Alright. Well, you're gonna need to do a seasonal scholar at this point. I'm gonna be real. Hello there, how's it going? Because, let me put it this way. Anybody who refuses to do, a seasonal character is refusing a, 14 billion silver item. 14 billion silver item. So, you really, really, really want to suffer through one seasonal character. Okay. Well, we're here to help you out. That I promise. We can get you through all that. Whoops. Almost done with your college semester? Nice. So, it's very simple. You get 2 stones. You get armor stones, weapon stones. You're gonna be given the gear as you do your, grind. You'll be getting, Oh, I have no more. Okay, so I have to do this for maids. Is Black Desert good? It's a fun game to mess around with. You have to realize I've put a lot of time into it, so I also have a very biased opinion of said thing. Alright. So let's see how nuked I can get this EXP. Alright, he hasn't aggroed. This one requires Tuvia gear to pen. Okay, so we're gonna grab this. There we go. All right, now we move onward. But it's been a rage-inducing game for me because of how long I've played it. You have to realize, like, for me, I've played this since launch. So I've been there through all the ups and downs. I've been there when the quality of life sucked. I've been there when the Steam babies came on and ruined the game. I was there when they did the server merges. I was there when value packs were first introduced. I mean, I've been through a lot, so I have a lot of jaded opinions. So, you know, I look at it from a different point of view. But if a new player's just coming in to mess with it, fine, fun. Don't try to go for the end-all be-all. You're gonna get burnt out trying to do that. If you're just here to have fun, play around, play an MMO, this can fix and scratch that itch pretty well. Hey, Aaron, could you do me a massive favor? And I mean, massive favor. Could you get me the... Could you go buy some bloods and pop the guild buff for combat? I didn't bring any. Yeah, I'll let that run around. Guild merchants in town. There's several of them. Okay, that doesn't go nearly as far as I wanted it. Calling a crash? Oof. I smell it. Maybe it's just gonna be like, just kidding. There you logged out. So you couldn't swap characters? Ah. 61 might be a thing. The Asian-inspired one? Ah. I hadn't been out there yet. Okay, so we were talking about the enhancement earlier for, or getting like geared up for the seasonal stuff. Everything's given to you right away. So that's the good news. So, first, you're given the base armor, which is the Naru gear. You'll be leveling that up with the beginner armor and weapon stones. Then you will, you'll be leveling, that up to pen. It doesn't take a ton of resources. You can just smash it, all the way up to pen, guaranteed to try, I think. Okay, this is down here where I wanted to be. You can, literally just smash, smash, smash until it goes, try. Then it'll be doing some failing back and forth between, try, tet, and pen. Once you get all those pieces of your armor and your weapons at pen, you need to equip them so that you can complete the seasonal journey. Alright, there is that piece. Oh, I would need to get that tat. Never mind. So next up is 59 on a seasonal. Okay. You don't see the Scholar? What are you playing on? The PC? PS5? Oh, I don't think they have the class yet. And your events will be different than ours. Okay, let me answer that real quick. That's fine. Okay. Yay, taking care of business. Also, thank you, Aaron, for the buffs. Greatly appreciate. Right. Actually, I'm curious. Are there 3 of us online? Oh, I can do guild quests. Aw, snap. Hold on. I'm gonna see if there's a guild quest for Fogans. Calpheon, Gahaz. Defeat any monster, 10,000. Okay, we could probably do that. Let's see if we get it. Because it's any monster, so you're adding to this as well. Also, it's on Season 5, by the way. So if you're not on Season Server 5, you're gonna want to be over here. You will want to be over here. Because I'm going to be here a while. I don't really care about Grandpa Kron's griffs. To be real. I really don't. Okay, yeah, they're not doing any damage to me. Let's see. Yep, I had a feeling I was starting to lose some decent chunk of health for how many were hitting on me. Why aren't they starting? I'm in... Oh, there we go. That's why. I was like, wait, why don't I see it? And it's because I was looking at the wrong ones. You know... Let's just go ahead and do all the things. This way I have the... I have all the things. I feel like I need to... This might not be the best spot for me. Because it's... This worked when I was on my Ranger because of how fast I was... of how fast I was running. I know, I forget. Aaron, you do know that if you're on your seasonal character to be on seasonal servers, right? Use on Olvia, by the way. You're probably waiting for cooldown. Maybe? Well, no, I think you can come off seasonals for free and go back to seasonals. I just don't think you can go to other channels. Seasonal 5. Nice. Alright. Oh, that's very Guardian-like. You just fill my inventory with junk anyway, so that's why I don't really deal with you. It's fine, he can flee. He can flee. Somebody's over at grinding sulfur mine. Trying to think what else could I apply here. Because we're missing the costume, which is 10%, which is fine. I've got the draught, that's fine. We've got the scrolls. I know I'm missing one. I could put one more on, but I don't feel like burning those. We've got the Book of Combat. Oh, I know which one we're missing. We're missing this one down here. There we go. That's all the EXP buffs. Plus we've got the bell, we've got everything else, so I mean this is about as good as I'm gonna get here. Actually, we'll start clearing up to the node so that I can turn those quests in. Those quests will give those quests will give a little bit of EXP too. That is for sure. Actually, if we're gonna go up to node, we need to go from this side. So my favorite rotation was the Gatekeeper one, but I did that so much now that I'm kind of like, I just want to roam Fogans. And you know the stupid thing is, on seasonal server, there's no... Get out my spot, I'm gonna flag up if you don't leave. Nope, it's called get good or get out. Doofus spot, man. You can't do that here. So troll. I just want to grind, man. Let me grind. Stop being a little girl. And just like if somebody came over and took this over. Alright, I know about 300 other rotations here. Actually, I'll show you a pretty interesting one if anybody's actually up there. I had to kill a few people in that spot. That was fun. Actually, that was one of the first times I went to jails, because a Zerker grabbed me by the hair and literally just flung me around. Wasn't fun. Thing is, I beat him like 5 times, and obviously, I don't know how he got on top of me without me seeing him. He may have crawled his butt in to where I couldn't see him. And just all of a sudden, he was on top of me, and I was like, well, I guess I die here. There was nothing I could do. Sounded like an old Division player, if you ask me. Funny. You know, you don't see that, though, quite as often on Stroker. You see it a good bit on Zerker. They're like, you're mine, let's go. But, I mean, yes. They definitely yeet you away, and it doth suck. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, somebody's up at the Gatekeeper rotation. Zerker's just like, you're coming with me. And you're like, no. All right, so I'll take you back to a rotation. So back here in this cave is a pretty fun time. This is where you take your private time with your significant others back here. You come over here, you have your little private getaway in a secluded area. It's got water and stuff, which is cool. Is somebody actually in here? Two people here. Ooh. But yeah, I spent many a time back in here. Went to jail a couple times because of it. It's not the greatest spot in the world, but it's fun. If you want change of scenery, you got that in here. It's kind of cool. So yeah, this was a, this would have been a rotation you would come to and chill out at if you didn't want. Yeah. You can totally use your dream horse on your seasonal character. Here's your sign. Nope, you can go get on the bougie horse. Alright, so let's just keep on clearing. All these little encampments around here. I don't know when that exactly changed. I'm gonna be real. So yeah, those don't give you crap, but hey, you know what? Still does something. What in her nation? Get that food depot, because I know there's a... It's like right after you took another break. That makes sense. Alright, we'll go turn that in. Your surroundings distort as ancient weapons are about to invade. What? Come again? I didn't know I was getting into Hystria. Alright, go turn this in. There we go. Literally, there is freaking what? What is this? Why am I fighting Hystria mobs all of a sudden? I'm so confused. I don't know what is happening and why it's happening, but I'm here for it. I'm just, I don't know what's happening. I mean, they're just here. And I'm, like, consistently just smacking them over and over. I have never once in my life ever seen this here. I mean, you mean you dig the chaos. Oh god, I am taking some giga damage now. I'm like perma CC'd or stuck on something. I can't tell. Whoops, I pressed the wrong button. You know what? Yes, that is also very true. Alright, I need to... When I get all this stuff done, I need to take that. Alright. Like, this is a cool event. I have no idea where and how this happened, but this is cool. Like, why is Hystria coming up to the surface? I now have more questions. Like, what am I even getting out of this? Like, I hope I'm actually getting something, like, worthwhile. Because crap. Okay, now I have mana pots. Let's get back in on this cluster F of a whatever this is. So now that I'm not going to be running out of mana every 1 second, I can probably do damage to kill this crap. Oh, I'm getting time-filled Blackstones, or maybe I just hit a big pocket of them. Okay, I just saw a big health bar. There's a Leighton here. I'm so gonna die. There's no way. So what did we do? What'd you do today? I killed a Leighton on my Scholar. It was quite knowledgeable. That be big health bar? Oh yeah, he's what you call Chungus.
A few moments later.
No, this isn't a few moments later. This is like 1 eternity later. But I don't have that one. But that's what you're looking at here. 1 eternity later. Trying to get that extra AP off that skilled hunter, because anything I can get damage-wise is a help. Hello there, how's it going? This is now where I wish I had my Valkyrie or my Guardian to take this guy down. Instead, I am throwing pebbles at him until he dies. First big chakram build. You know, it's designed. Really? Why is that? Did they nerf Hystria, or does that Tuvula gear really... There's no way. I mean, I only have 200 AP, so I don't know why this would be possible. Big boy about to go down. If I can not get stunned. Weakened and disappeared. Interesting. I got a decent amount of stones from that. Okay, I need to go respond to that email real quick, so let's work our way to a safer spot. A little bit, yeah, why? Okay. That makes sense. Well, practice makes perfect, man. Eventually, you'll get it the way you want it. Okay, we're almost to where my horse is at. I don't think we're gonna get the 10,000. I'm gonna be real. It was fun to see. This horse is so fast. Which one did you get? Hello there. Alright, we should be right there at it. Okay, nice. Hello there, how's it going? I have to believe, but I can't do, not at this slow clear speed, I couldn't. If I was on my Valk and just holding shift spacebar, I could probably do this. But for how slow and clunky she is, not looking good, Chief. Plus, I do have to do a few things between. So that does make things a little bit harder. Like I said, I'm trying to work my way to my horse so I can respond to this, because this is going to take me a second to put this together. Jumping around like an idiot. Nice. Oh wait, my horse isn't here? Whoops. Okay. Alright, and then let me go find this. All right, there's that. Need that one. And then I need one more image from this. Where? Oh, there it is. Stop. There we go. Yeah, has a few. I don't know how good they are. I haven't actually looked at what's dropping. I see what you mean. Yeah, you're gonna want to work on. I'm sure though, as it develops up, it would probably clean up a little bit more. All right, back to the grind. Let's work our way back up to the node manager. Go ahead and pop that. There we go. I mean, you have to realize that is like base design. Totally base design. I'm sending an email. Well, you have to realize I have mostly Tet gear and the pen seasonal gear. So I've got some stats now. If I was on my real gear, I could stand here and take no damage. You know, I actually forgot to turn on my Alk Stone. I kind of forgot about it. I forget that this Alk Stone that they give out is, has combat EXP on it. Let me take a look. Yeah. So you've got a little bit of time to work out the inner aspects of it. But to get started, you've got, like, the base cutout. Now you just need to refine and massage. mean, I know it's literally a circle, but it's like you have to start that. You have to start that in Blender. At some point. Like, you gotta start it with a basic shape, regardless.
Marnie is great. Would you like to participate in Marnie's?
Alright, let's go to my tent. I need to repair. Hey, max durability increase. Suck it. Nice. So when we hit 60, what's required for that? Just reach level 60, we get the earring, then we need to defeat 500 monsters. I can do that. So for the first time ever, I tried one of Dunkin's breakfast sandwiches. Let me say the quality is better than McDonald's in terms of price. Okay. Yeah, Golden Bell. Nice. Nice. My favorite breakfast sandwich is the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit. Give me one of those and I'm a happy fat kid. You don't have one here, sadly. Wow. Imagine, you know what's sad? Where I live, there's literally 4 within an 8-mile city. There's 4. We could spare you one and we wouldn't miss it. Alright, we need to stay in the center. For more mobs. Wow, I actually got one. They're useless, but I finally got one. I was wondering when I would actually... I saw people looting them over at Naga's. I was like, when am I gonna get one? Vogan's has the same drop rate. Do you know how many characters let's see here. I've brought the Ranger to 61 here. I've brought the Wizard to 61 here. I brought the Dark Knight to 61 here. I brought the... I want to say I did the Archer to 61 here. And Kamasilv. I've... let's see here. I brought those. The wizard was done here. The witch was done partially here. I didn't take her all the way up. Just wasn't worth. Let's see. The Guardian was done here. Well, a little bit of everywhere. I was all over the place with the Guardian. We did the Mystic here. This has been my like level 60 place. All right, I'll be here. Sadly, I think we're only gonna get 60. I don't think we're gonna get 61. We'll see. I'd have to bump the EXP up, but these packs aren't. I'm also trying to not be like super sweat, because I can't do that anymore. I physically just cannot do super sweat. Plus, with all these time-filled Blackstones, we're gonna need to go attempt some enhancement. No, I haven't, because all my X's were square. They wouldn't do anything. They were never like that. I've never had the... Never had great luck with them. Let's just put it that way. Pretty much. Pretty much. Oh, we got 65. Let's go ahead and burn my cooldowns, open Central Market. Put 14 of the maps in there. Jeez, I've only done 2,700? Oof. That sucks. That actually sucks. Splat. Yeah, she's an interesting class to say the least. Yeah, definitely an interesting approach. Well, we don't even know if you're going to get the same event. That's what you have to... See, I didn't realize... Because console does not get treated the same as PC. PC gets treated way different. You guys get really weird events. I'm not going to lie. It's one of the reasons why I hate the console version of Black Desert. Like, there's so much wrong with the console version. It's why I refuse to play it. Like, you've got Black Desert Light. Y'all don't have real Black Desert. Your enhancements are actually easier. We nearly proved that, by the time I quit, that Xbox had, because it was only Xbox at the time, Xbox had a different enhancement ratio because people were hitting stuff way easier than it ever was on the console, or on the PC. The day I quit, officially said I'm done, was the day I saw Mr. Pay to Win, of course fits his name, hit a Pen Zarka within an hour of Zarka coming out. Once the patch launched, he hit Pen Zarka, and then I was like, it's over. This game's done. You were hoping for that good fresh start? Nah, not with people like him going in and ruining that. The Zarka weapon, it was the first boss weapon to get added to the game. Literally, the patch came in, because when console came in, it started over like original BDO. So it felt very familiar to us veterans that wanted that original experience. We thought that they were going to limit that. They did not. Because originally you could only take a Zarka weapon up to, you could only take them up to try. No, they straight up went right to pen with it, and, within 2 days later, he had Tet Tungrad earrings from Histria. And I'm like, you're telling me now that there's going to be only one player in this game who's going to have that level of gear. And he really was. And I'm like, it's just going to recreate that same imbalance that happened here. Of course, the issue that killed the PC, in my opinion, that they've never rectified, is the sea monster hunting exploit. That's the one that they never fixed. That was impossible to fix, to be fair. But that's where, to me, it went downhill. Not being able to rectify that. And that's why we also have 100 billion... 100 billion silver items in the game is because sea monster hunting. Well, it's worth more. No, it's not. It's because y'all created an economy. You inflated it so much that that money is what became the value for it. It's not what the real value is of it. It was your justification for it, but it wasn't the actual value. Basically, here's how this snowballed. You allowed these items to exist and get that high of a price for it, which allowed them to keep doing it, which allowed them to compound that money further. By allowing that money to compound, you now created this imbalance and this inflation in the game that was never there. It was not. The most expensive item was like $6 bill. But because people had the money is what made it worth that. At the time, the richest person in the game, after 4 years, only had 30 bill. Was the richest player in the game. Everyone else was like 5 bill, 8 bill, 7 bill, somewhere in that range. There was no, oh, I'm sitting on almost $1 trillion silver. No, they created the mess and they can't undo it. It needs a stat squish. They need to lose a 0 on everything. And it would help bring balance back to it. But at this point, it can't be done because they've bumped all the grind spots up. They've increased all their money, and it's just like, this is not what this was supposed to be. For a long time, and she says almost the same thing as you. So it's because we saw this, like, for me, I watched this happen in real time. Most players that are newer don't know a lot of the context behind a lot of these things. They just look at it and go, okay, this is how it is. I mean, and I'm fine, but the company allowed a few things to happen that shouldn't have happened, and it really put a damper on it. Also, the whole, the whole thing of Man Up and Valencia was another big issue.
Would you like to participate in Marnie's experiment?
So that was another big issue. Man Up set uncontested. For 43 weeks, I think, was the highest count it ever got. Console version is bad. She says the console version is okay. People don't want to play on PC. Or can't play on PC. So I'll tell you a couple things that you know, what else kind of happened as well. Hello there. So one of the things that really triggered me is I played the beta, and in the original beta, you could ride your horse through the city at normal speeds. You could do all your stuff. When we got to the real game, they had limited it where your horse slows down when you hit a city, and it goes at one specific speed. And it was to reduce lag or whatever their thing was. I never had that issue. I don't know why other people were saying they had that issue. I think I played it on the Xbox originally. Xbox One, and then I bought an Xbox One X to be able to stream it at a higher quality. That's the only reason why I did it. I didn't need the X, I just did it because I was like, screw it, let's get it at a little bit higher quality. But that really got me. I did play Day 1 Black Desert, free trial when it came on PS4. My internet was good. I've been almost 8 years now. It was pretty laggy at the beginning. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro. Because there was a rumor going around that it was not optimized for the engine designed on the PlayStation 4. That it was solely designed when they fixed it to work on the PlayStation Pro. Was something I had always heard people talk about, because it was not originally a PlayStation game. They got that much later. PlayStation 4, and yes, the console was cleaned 3 days prior to the game coming out. Yeah, something about the... I've always heard people talk about it wasn't designed for how the hardware works on a PlayStation. So that's what took them... They basically ported it, the Xbox version, to PlayStation. And there was optimizations that hadn't been done for the hardware. And eventually, you know, they merged y'all together. Now you play with Xbox and PlayStation people. But the game's not the same. Your enhancements are different. Your horses were different. God, Sherna, I swear, got me so fired up. That community manager was absolute butt cheeks. Man, I almost got timed out a couple times on their live streams. Let's see. Okay. So, you know, I tried to give console a very optimistic, let's say, okay, they had some optimization issues for certain things. All right, that's fair. The game was designed for PC originally. I'll buy that. Everything just felt easier. It didn't feel the same game. It didn't have that same level of complexity. Like, the skills didn't function the same. They worked easier. Sork didn't have any animation cancels, so she was disgustingly broken once she got Awakening. Ranger was a literal meme running around with how they designed her kit. Made it so dumbly easy, everybody could be a ranger and absolutely crap on it. Like, there was no skill involved with it. Now, again, they had to make it work for a controller. So, they were limited in what they could do. But the game was just easier. It didn't have the same challenge we had. Also, most of our prior knowledge went into it. Like, yeah. Like, there was a few they changed certain things around because it was not published by the same people. So, it was published by a different, I think it was actually under Pearl Abyss, so where people were like, oh, this looks different, is because it was Pearl Abyss keeping control over it, versus Cacao, who was absolutely just trying to ruin, absolutely trying to ruin, the PC version. But in the end, I would say, you know, if you're a casual player and you don't want the any of the heavy competitiveness of PC, the console's the best version for you. Anders. Okay. Well, I can give you all the day one horror stories. I can take you all the way back. I remember when they tried to make the game harder and it failed miserably. That was a fun They went through and they did all these changes so that you couldn't one-tap somebody. It's a different game. Console players would get crapped on by PC players. The game does not function the same. It doesn't matter what your gear score is. Gear score means nothing. Gear score is literally just a small PP flex. That's literally all it is. And the reason I know this is because I very much remember a Sork who was 70 gear score, lower than me, making me sweat to keep up with her. Gear score means nothing. The way your game physically functions, you would get murdered by a PC player. It does not function the same. You get to enjoy the same, what looks to be experience, but it's not the same competitiveness. Just because you have a high gear score means crap all at that point. And I know you're gonna hate to hear it, but it's the real fact, coming from somebody who played both. It's not the same game. It looks the same, you play the same thing. If we didn't lag. It's not about the lag even. The way your skills function do not function how they function in BDO on the PC version. Like, lag is an excuse. Lag is an internet thing. Also somewhat of a console thing. Like, large fights, even here, when we put the game into toaster mode, Siege is still a nightmare. And I mean, we're talking the worst graphic settings I can possibly put this on, and running like 200 frames a second. Siege is still absolutely a nightmare. And it's not about really the lag there. But it's fine. If you want to think that you have the same edge as a PC player, albeit, we have a much better turn radius. The fact that I can snap characters around, and we also have the ability to animation cancel. Real animation cancel. You can't do that. You can get a couple certain ones off, but you can't do the major animation cancels that all the other ones could. If you were to fight a North American PC or Korean warrior, whatever you want to do from PC on a console, you would get dunked. Because he can be facing this way, and he's going to pop his ult, and it's going to hit behind you, because all he has to do is tab off where he gets the mouse, click behind him, and you're dead. And you got a warrior ult turning 180 on you. You can't do that on console. No, it's not that they were shit to begin with. It can't be done. Like, or wait, are you saying it to him? Bro, listen to me. I've seen top console players who have controllers and play Black Desert against PC. See a silver PC player. But you also, you don't play, you're playing, your controller, you're still on the PC though. You just use your button inputs and you play a class that doesn't need animation cancels. Like, and the ones you do need can be done on a controller. So there is a difference. It's not, because we're not trying to say it's the physical controller. Yeah, that is a handicap, because in order to use a controller here, you do have to give up the WASD inputs. You can't get some of those certain combinations that just function. Everything has to be programmed through a button. But you play a class that benefits that. You couldn't go play Sork on a controller. It would never work. 1v1 me? Dude, I am so rusty at PvP in this game. I hadn't actually tried since I returned to just screw around with the game. If you could have fought me while I still had my wizard and my ranger geared, yeah, that would have been a terrifying sight to have to fight. But it's been a long time. All right, we hit 60. All right, so that's done. We have that earring. That would be a little bit fair and unfair at the same time because her Mystic is just cheating. But there's a reason they don't let you, Oh, do you want to fight me? I'm an archer. Have you ever seen a ranger chase down an archer and just dunk it? Those were good times. Now, the only thing you gotta watch out for is that stupid long-range shot. You get past that, they're not that bad. What's even funnier is to watch a ranger chase down a Meiwa or a Musa. I mean, you gotta know your matchups, you know. But, I mean, excuse after excuse, you just don't like hearing that. I'm trying to just say that you want to believe, which is fine. I'll give it to you. You want to believe that you are just as competitive as a PC player. In your mentality, yes, you are 100% right and entitled to believe that. But I'm telling you, as an experience, you have no skin in the game on a PC versus console person. You may want to be in that high-end guild. You may want to be that high-end player. But there is a mechanical difference. That's all there is. And it's unfortunate. It's why we will never be able to play with console players. It's why they made our game, yet we can play Final Fantasy XIV merged with everybody. I want you to keep this in mind. Final Fantasy XIV, you can play with PlayStation players. You can play with Xbox players. You can play with PC players. But you can't in Black Desert, because that would be insanely unfair. Hardware, internet connection, and just a different combat system in general. Even playing in a fair in a fair setting, equal gearing and everything, the PC player has the advantage. And it always will have the advantage. Which is why it was mechanically designed to never happen. It's just like for us, there's a hard reason why we won't really ever compete with KR and well, yeah, really just KR and the Russia server, because we would get annihilated by the whales over there. We got some over here, but the physical difference, we'd get stomped. KR's just life skillers? Okay. Maybe now, not when I last played. Like, seriously. They weren't. NA would smoke KR BDO? No. No. You want to know why? Because I've seen those guys go over on their KR accounts. No. They couldn't keep up. And that's coming from Blue, who used to play on KR. He's like, no, this is a whole other monster over here. And, to be fair, KR is way more civilized. Way more civilized. They highly frown upon the way we play the game in North America. They highly frown upon how we play the game. I had a friend that was playing a KR version, and he literally was asked to stop being aggressive. And he tried it again in a different guild. Stop being aggressive. Stop being aggressive. They want highly structured competitive PvP, not ganking and doing stuff. It's a respect hierarchy over there. You think it's funny, it is. But that's how they are. It's nuts. We're very barbaric to them in how we play Black Desert. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, but I mean, it also makes sense. Culturally, everything's very structured. Very, very structured. So it kind of makes sense, you know? That's because you can't really, your sieges suck. So I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, they wouldn't want to play that trash anyway. Like, from what I can remember of sieges on PC, I would never siege on console. Ever. Ever. So your only fight is GVGs and low skill node wars. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Let's go ahead and head up to the horse and finish off this last Marnie Stone. Let's just finish off the Marnie Stone. Well, when I mean low skill node wars, it's... Do you know how many of the nodes we used to snipe back in the day that nobody ever played on? And it was just a bunch of degenerates, and I knew 80% of the guys that were hitting these nodes anyway. The level of node doesn't mean the level of skill. I've had sweatier, I have had way sweatier tier 1 nodes than I've had hitting a high-end castle node. So... what tier node doesn't mean anything. It's the competition going for it. I've had one, I remember seeing one node, it was, I don't know who started it, but all of a sudden one day, one node had like 18 people competing for it. And it was just a random trash node. But it turned out to be, oh, X has got beef with them, they're gonna drop in, oh my god, you wanna talk about a nightmare of a node war. The politics that day was stupid. Smaller guilds don't drop on T4, T5. And they've changed the node system since I will openly admit, the last node war I did, it was before the node war changes. I don't know if y'all got those or if y'all were the reason that we got them. But I have not done a node war, and I will not do node wars ever again. I'm out. I'm done. I refuse. Absolutely refuse to go do that stuff. Heck, I can remember Dark Crusade, my only other Valk buddy that would stream. I remember seeing him on a node war. He's in a siege guild. Fairly well geared. He was like level 61. I want to say. And he went into a tier 1 node with his Valk. All he did was the suction move. And he killed like 18 people with what stupid ult. I'm like, you don't belong there. Now they've got it capped. Now they've done a lot more stuff to even it out. But it was like, back then, that's the crap you had to deal with. Let's see here. We only need like 25. We'll just go back up to node now. I'm good. I don't need to go too much further. Nice, and we got the 500. Oh, cool. We can graduate. Nice. So yeah, let's 8 more mobs. Here we go. All Marnie stones complete. So let's go get a few things leveled up. I may or may not have 3v1 Mystics back in the day when nobody said they could. Just gonna throw that out there. There was a time and place where I used to take on Mystics like they were nothing. Back during the time of, you can't do that, that's impossible. Mystics hard counter wizards. I said, hold my beer. Hold my beer. But the one I was most known for was the accomplishments that most people knew me for was second DK to hit level 60 on North America. Everybody knew me as one of the only Valkyries that would stream BDO back in the day. And I used to be one of the... Before Blade did his insane money thing he did during that one holiday event, I was one of the, it might have been me. There's a chance. I used to do, during holiday stuff, I would occasionally throw out stuff randomly to people. So, I mean, there's a chance it was me. My memory sucks, so, I mean, if I don't remember, forgive me. We did value packs, we did costumes, stuff. It's fun. I had Evasion for a while, I sold off of it. It could have been me. It may not have been, but I don't know of any other streamer named Nightingale that streamed, Black Desert. I mean, definitely during the height of me streaming BDO, that would definitely be something I would have done. Especially around the holidays, I would do stuff like that. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, because back during the days when we actually could gift stuff. Because they had to take that away because of all the literal paste-eating retards that would come out and be like, willing to sell pin whatever, must gift 3 costumes to list. And it's like, what? Go ahead and grab knowledge of you here. I mean, look, I'm not going to take credit for it because I don't remember and it could have been me, but we'll call it even and just say, if it is, I don't know. Okay, Fugar. Isn't he, like, out here? Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Man up. Oh no, just lots and lots and lots of memories from back in the day. Lot of memories of Man Up. Oh man. Weird. Those were the good old days. Oh, hey, Prime Mana String. That's cool. That's money. Cronstones. Nice. Yeah, I would like to go back to those days. I'd be more interested in Black Desert. Not gonna lie. Okay, I guess he's not the one I need to talk to? Oh, no, I can graduate if I want. Alright. Alright, so... Since it doesn't look like they're doing timepieces, I don't know if I really care about getting 61 on her. Oh, well, no, we need to anyway for the, we need to hit 61 for the Tet Blackstar. Okay, let's go be degenerate. I will say that pre-Awakened Black Desert was more fun than when Awakening started rolling out.
Visitor to the city of abundance, Valencia. If you came here for repairs, don't hesitate to hand them to me.
All right. Let's see. We need... Oh, it's a random accessory. Yep, you'd be slippery, couldn't get hit, then all of a sudden some guy randomly figures you out, comes around and grabs you with, with an accuracy build, and you're like, oh, well, I guess I'm dead. Those were the good old days. You only had to watch out for them. Wow. Yep. That sounds all too familiar. Just CC everyone. Yep. All right. Trying to think where I want to go do EXP for. Where do I want to do EXP? Let's attempt repair, or not repair, exchange. Let's cron this hit once just to see if we get it. And then I'll force this necklace to pen. Cool. Alright. So that'll give me enough AP to do whatever I want to do from here on out. Nice. 231. 229. Alright, that works. Max stamina. Interesting. Ranged evasion. Get rid of that. That's garbage. Alright, let's sell off some of this junk.
Warm welcome to you, visitor to the city of abundance, Valencia.
Hello there. How's it going? Let's go to the market and get some of this stuff sold. How are you doing today?
The sailor, the marketplace director.
Alright. Oof. Those crashed. Well, guess we'll hang out with them. Let's see here. What else do we need to sell? Let those go. Get some money there. All right. So we just need to get 61, and then we get the. I've got pings. All right. Since I've done all the rewards, I'm curious. I am curious. So what's everybody's thoughts on Scholar? I'm curious. Those who have played. Has anybody got an opinion on Scholar yet? And what they think? All right. Okay, so I cannot tag, it looks like. A seasonal character. So I can't just power level it with this. Alright, this is kind of why I wanted to do a Valk as a seasonal. Was so I could just grab my gear and deal with it. I guess it's just gonna be the... You know what? I'm not beyond doing this. I'm not beyond just popping her on a training dummy. I think that's what I'll end up doing is just... I'll see what, There's 1,000 EXP here. Oh, really? Uh-oh, let me go see. Okay, hold on. Yep, I'll join in on that. Am I not allowed to jump? NA Seasons 5, there we go. Save it for the big kahunas? Yeah. Alright. So, where is... There he is. Alright. Buy a 5-hour one right now, because I don't know what I'll be doing and if somebody will end up needing me to do something, so I don't want to be wasting books like that. So I'll just start with a 5-hour one. And let's go ahead and... Got that, got that. That's a pretty good buff, not gonna lie. So I wonder what the server buff is. Because right now we got a straight 1000% EXP all across the board. So I'm wondering if that even matters. Who knows? Alright. We've got that active. I'm not gonna run the EXP crystal there. That's free money. Okay, let's go drop this off with somebody. I need to get back and get stuff done for today. So, where is that? There it is. That's where that window went. All right. So, let's go ahead and shut YouTube and X down. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. We'll be back on tomorrow for more stuff. I don't know if we're changing the schedule completely for the end or if we're gonna get back onto normal. We'll find out tomorrow when I wake up and go, I choose violence. So we'll find out. But thank you guys so much. We'll be back on tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. my time. 3 hours ago, your time. We'll be continuing on that grind. I do appreciate all the support. You guys are amazing. We're going to go drop the party off with Rosie here in just a second on Twitch. So you guys take care, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.